Hi everyone, this is Taya here at Quilting Delights, and I want to invite you back to do our fourth project in the Machine Quilting Revival series of projects. I'm really excited about this one because I have a kitten and she likes to sleep on the bottom of my bed, and I don't want all of her cat hair on my really nice quilt. So one of the things that I'm doing is I'm finishing this bed runner to go across the bottom of our bed, and then she can have that to her little kitty heart content. So let's talk about this project in particular. This is a fabulous project for showcasing both straight line quilting and free motion quilting. So we're going to be doing both of those on this project. What we're going to talk about today is how to make this and how to finish it. And we're not going to do the finishing, which is the binding, until after it's quilted, but I wanted you to see how gorgeous it looks and give you some ideas of some things to think about. So we did this as a 3-color, white being a color, and then a dark and a light, and it's a super easy pattern to put together. One thing that I would have you do though before you get started is check the width of your bed. If you want it to drape over, you can add more sections. If you want it to be shorter, you can take sections away. This is a really flexible pattern for getting done. There are no tricks to this other than pressing. And so you'll see that there's a white strip in between, and then there are colored strips. And on ours, we have pressed away from the dark ones, so all of these white ones are pressing to the inside, and it will tell you that in the pattern, so you don't have to worry about it. Now, I want to talk about the finishing. So super easy top to put together. Because we used white fabric, I put white batting on the inside. We like the Hobbs 80/20. They have a beautiful natural batting as well as a polyester bleached white batting. So if you're doing white fabric, you want to do white batting, and likewise if it's a more neutral color, you can do either. But let's talk about the finishing. So if you go to our website, quiltingdelights.com, you can see at the top there is a banner that is marked downloads, free downloads. And if you go in there, you can download how to finish your quilt top, and it will give you 3 different ways that you can finish off the edge of your quilt. Now, because this quilt is, or this bed runner is so plain, I wanted to add a little bit of punch to the outside edge, and so we have done what's called a peeper quilt finish, and we'll do a close-up picture of this. It should post here in just a second. And what it is instead of using a 2.5-inch strip of binding, what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 pieces of fabric that, in this case, I combined the dark fabric with the backing fabric to pull that backing to the front edge. And you're going to sew 2 strips together. One strip is going to be wider than the other so that when you press it, it peeps out along the edge. And then there are good instructions on which side to sew it on. You bring it around to the front, so we're going to sew it to the back, bring it around to the front, and then stitch in the ditch along the edge here. Once you've done this method of binding, it's not likely that you'll go back to the old traditional way of doing binding, because this is so fast, it's so effective, and it's sewn down, so you don't have to do any hand sewing. So for those of you that don't like to do hand sewing, this is an excellent technique to incorporate into your quilting skills. Okay, it's time for you to go make your your bed runner, make your top, and get it layered and ready, and we will see you in the next segment. Don't forget to like our videos on youtube.com, like our Facebook page, and we will see you soon.